Today's thought of the day, I feel, is very, very powerful because, you know, all of us have been students. And in fact, we are students today also, though we are not going to college. But Usha ji is still going to school, but yes, as a teacher, but still she is a student in her own way. So let's imagine, two students are preparing for the same entrance exam. Both are brilliant. One shares her notes, discusses difficult concepts, forms study groups, and the other hides her preparation strategy, refuses to help classmates, or celebrates when others struggle. Fast forward 5 years. The first one has a network of friends who recommend her for opportunities, share job openings, collaborate on projects. And the second one, she's still competing, still alone, still wondering why success feels so hollow. Two people, same intelligence, same hard work, completely different lives. The difference? It's not about talent or luck. It's about something far more fundamental. Yes, today we are exploring collaborative versus competitive mindsets. And here's the truth that goes against everything our system taught us. Competition focuses on scarcity, collaboration builds abundance. Let me explain with a metaphor you'll never forget. A candle doesn't lose its light by lighting another, it makes the world brighter. So let me repeat. This is a beautiful metaphor. A candle doesn't lose its light by lighting another, it makes the world brighter. Think about that for a moment. When you light another person's candle with yours, your flame doesn't diminish. Both candles now burn. The room gets brighter, everyone benefits. And frankly speaking, we connect every day for the same purpose. All of us are graphologists. All of us are students of Imran sir. We are just lighting one candle, yeah, with another. So, but we have been trained to think differently since childhood, haven't we? From childhood, we have heard only the top 10 students get scholarships. Only one person gets promoted. It's you versus them. There's only one winner. And we've been conditioned to believe that someone else's success is our failure. That life is a game of musical chairs. When the music stops, there aren't enough seats for everyone. But what if that's not true? What if the game itself is rigged? What if we've been playing the wrong game all along? And here's the real formula: collaboration, it's equal to shared goals, collective wins, and trust. And the surprising truth, working with people creates growth faster than working against them. Always. That is why, see, all our mentors, maybe it's Imran sir, maybe it's Siddharth, everyone, they talk about collaboration. Collaborate with each other to grow faster. That is the key that will put you on a right uh, speed engine. So let me show you this through scenarios you have lived. The IIT coaching phenomenon. So, all of you engineers here, you're in a competitive coaching class. Everyone's preparing for the same exam. Limited seats, high stakes. The competitive mindset says, don't share your shortcuts. Don't explain concepts to others. They are your competition. But here's what actually happens to students who collaborate: they teach each other, and teaching is the fastest way to learn. They divide topics and share summaries, covering more ground. They form support systems that reduce anxiety and burnout. I've seen this firsthand. The student who becomes the go to explainer in the group, they usually score the highest. Why? Because explaining quantum physics 5 times to 5 different people means you understand it 5 times better. And don't you think all the MPTs here, the facilitation works the same way? When we keep on explaining concepts to the new participants and we get enlightened in return. So the isolated genius studying alone in their room often cracks under pressure, no support system, no perspective, no resilience. So let's take another scenario, the corporate promotion drama. Yeah, the rat race. You are in an office, two colleagues are eyeing the same promotion. So the competitor mindset, sabotage, undercut, highlight others' mistake, take sole credit for team wins, build yourself up by bringing others down. The collaborative mindset, we are both talented. Why don't we work on this project together? We learn from each other. Even if one of us gets promoted, we'll both have grown. And nobody thinks about that. Guess what managers notice? Not just your individual output, but your ability to elevate others. Leadership isn't about being the best, it's about bringing out the best in others. And here's the twist, that promotion might create two new positions because the manager sees what a strong team you have built together. And let's take another scenario, the Instagram influence trap. You're a teenager trying to build a presence on social media. Content creator space seems hyper competitive, right? So the competitor mindset, she got more likes than me. He's copying my style. I need to outdo everyone. But with a collaborative mindset, let's do a collab. Let's share each other's content. Let's create something bigger together. And here is the reality, the biggest creators, they collaborate, they shout out each other, they build communities, not kingdoms. And their growth is exponential, not linear. So 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2 in collaboration, it equals 11 because synergy multiplies. And here's the psychology behind this. The competitive mindset is rooted in scarcity. It's always like there's not enough success to go around. If you win, I lose. I must protect my knowledge, my network, my opportunities. Life is a zero sum game. But this creates stress, loneliness, burnout, paranoia, and ironically, slower growth. But if you change it to the collaborative mindset, because it brings abundance, there's enough success for everyone. Your win doesn't diminish my potential. Sharing knowledge increases its value. Life is an infinite game, and this creates joy, community, resilience, innovation, and exponential growth. That's what we are looking for. So let me give you a powerful reframe. True success is measured by contribution, not comparison. Stop asking, am I better than them? And start asking, am I better than who I was yesterday? Like Siddharth always says, the other mentor, that version 1 is better than version none. So compare yourself with your own previous version. And then think, can I help someone else improve too? So when you shift from me versus you to us versus the problem, everything changes. So let me hit you with some truth bombs. In sports, who doesn't know MS Dhoni? Now, he celebrated not because he was the best batsman or the best wicketkeeper, but because he made everyone around him better. He built a team, and that's collaborative leadership. In business, Google, Apple, Microsoft, their biggest innovations came from teams collaborating, not individuals competing internally. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple alone. Sundar Pichai didn't rise by sabotaging colleagues. And in academics, the most groundbreaking research, it's always collaborative. Nobel Prizes are increasingly shared. Why? Because complex problems require diverse minds working together. And entertainment, the biggest Bollywood hits, ensemble casts where everyone shines, not one hero dominating. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara over one hero shows. And here's what nobody tells you about competition. Even when you win alone. But when you collaborate, everyone wins. And you're never alone in the process. And I've learned this the hard way. Years ago, I guarded my knowledge like treasure. I competed with peers. I celebrated their failures. And I was miserable. Successful, maybe, but miserable. The day I shifted to collaboration, sharing freely, connecting people, celebrating others' wins, life transformed. Opportunities multiplied, relationships deepened, and success became sustainable, not exhausting. So, how do you make this shift? It's simpler than you think. From how can I get ahead to how can we grow together? What if they steal my ideas too? What if our ideas create something neither of us could do alone? Or I need to be the smartest in the room to I need to build the smartest room. Or from their success threatens me to that their success inspires me. So this isn't about being naive. It's not about giving away everything or trusting everyone blindly. It's about defaulting to collaboration and reserving competition for when it truly serves growth, like a healthy challenge that pushes you, not a toxic rivalry that drains you. So let me leave you with this powerful truth today. Competition gives you a trophy, collaboration gives you a legacy. So trophies gather dust, legacies transform generations. And here's your practice simple but transformative. Identify one person you can collaborate with today. Maybe it's a classmate you've been competing with. Maybe it's a colleague you've been wary of. Maybe it's someone in your field you've been jealous of. Reach out. And instead of asking, how can I get ahead? Ask them, how can we grow together? Watch what happens. Watch the tension dissolve. Watch the possibilities multiply. Watch your mindset shift. Because remember, a candle doesn't lose its light by lighting another. It makes the world brighter. So you're not just a candle meant to burn alone in a corner. You're a part of a constellation meant to illuminate the sky together. So stop competing for space. Start collaborating for abundance. Stop building walls. Start building bridges. So stop protecting your flame. Start lighting others. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.